Hi Ceridwen. So this is the addition to your regular daily practice, and we're going to do two short seated asanas. One is the twisting one and the other one is Mahamudra, and we'll finish with some Brahmari breathing or bee breathing. So you might remember we had cushions in at Lifehouse. So if you've got a cushion, please grab it. These, as you mentioned, they're quite dense, so they give you a bit of support. You might want to just maybe sit on a couple of cushions and play around with them. You can pause this video while you do that. And then when you're ready, I'll get you to sit on the edge of the cushion so that your pelvis kind of tilts forward a little bit and your back is nice and straight. So I'll get you to put your left leg in front of your right to start, if that's all right. And we're going to take the hands out in front, and then we'll take the right hand over the left, clasp the fingers, and just take them up above the head. So you'll feel your back arch a little bit. Now I'm going to get you to inhale, lengthen through the sides. And when you want to exhale, a little squeeze around the navel. Relax the hands down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. One more. So smooth, full inhale through both nostrils. Fill the lungs, especially to the sides, and then as you breathe out, little squeeze through the navel. Now this time we're going to unclasp the hands, take them up, and then on the exhale, I'll get you to turn to your right and drop both of your hands down. So your left hand comes to the right knee, and the right hand is behind you on the floor. So it just helps you keep your back up. And then we're going to turn our head over the back shoulder. So turning to look behind you. Notice how your neck feels, and take 2 good breaths here. And when you're ready, turning your head to the front so your body stays in the twist. Notice how the neck feels in this position. Keep the chin down a little and take 2 breaths here. And then head to the front so your neck is aligned with your spine. And we're going to start by taking the left ear to the left shoulder. And I want you to feel that opening through the right side of your neck into your shoulder. And when you take your 2 breaths, each time you breathe out, see if you can soften through that right shoulder. And then bringing the head up. And now we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. Notice what it feels like on the left side, and take 2 breaths here. And softening each time you breathe out, softening through that left shoulder. And then head comes up again, and now we're going to drop the chin to the chest, so exhale the chin down. Take 2 breaths here, observing where you feel this the most. And then when you're finished, on an inhale, lift your head so your eyes come to the horizon, arms up, and come to the other side. So now your right hand is on your left knee and the left hand is behind your left hip. Turn your head back and take 2 good breaths here. So checking that the spine is comfortable and erect. And then as you exhale, turning your head to the front. Notice how this feels and take 2 breaths. Softening across the sides of the neck. And then head to center And now right ear to right shoulder. So notice how this is. And each exhale, you're going to relax that left shoulder down. Head comes up again, so it's aligned with your spine. And now left ear to left shoulder. Notice how the right feels. 2 breaths. So wherever we take our attention, that's where the prana or the life force goes. So head up straight, and the last one we're going to drop the chin to the chest. Notice where you feel this the most and breathe into that. Then when you're ready, inhaling both arms up and down. Okay, now we're going to swap legs. So we're going to bring the left leg to the front and the right leg back. You know, you can pause this video anytime if you want to rest. So this time we're going to take the left hand under the right, clasp the fingers loosely and bring the arms up. So you've got your elbows relaxed. Now inhale, lift, lengthen through the sides and breathe out, right down through your sit bones. 2 more, inhaling and exhaling. And again. When you breathe out, little squeeze around the navel. Finish the exhale, loosen the hands. Inhale, and then as you breathe out, you're going to turn to your left and drop your hands down. So notice how this feels. The only thing we've changed here is we've crossed the legs the other way. Head comes back for 2 breaths. When you're ready, turning the head forward for 2 breaths. Nice, slow, full breaths. And then turning the head straight so it's aligned with the spine. And we take right ear to right shoulder, softening through the left shoulder, so taking your breath into that left side of the neck and shoulder. As you're ready, head up, and then left ear to left shoulder. Notice the difference on this side. And taking your breath to where you feel this the most. Softening through that side. Head comes up and drop the chin down. 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, inhaling both arms up, bring everything back to the middle. And now as you exhale, turn from your belly button and dropping the hands down. So positioning yourself on this side, looking behind you, check how the neck is feeling here, and 2 breaths. Only ever moving to your comfortable maximum. No need to go beyond that. When you're ready, on an exhale, turning your head forward. Full, comfortable breaths, and again, your comfortable maximum with your breathing. Head to center. And now we're going to take the left ear to the left shoulder, softening through the right. Head comes up to center, notice how that feels. And now, right ear to right shoulder, soften through the left. When you're ready, bringing the head up to center and breathing out, dropping the chin to the chest. 2 breaths here. When you're ready, inhaling everything up and arms down. Lovely. Just check how your neck is feeling. Mine feels much better. And now I'm going to get you to come off the cushion and sit on the floor for Mahamudra. So this one is generally done on the floor. If you find it easier with the cushion, then you certainly have one, just have a lower cushion. So remember with this one, we're going to bend one knee out to the side and the other one's going to go straight out at an angle. But you should have a bit of space here between this foreleg and the pelvis. So generally speaking, your hips will be facing at an angle away from your legs. Now this posture, it's called the Queen of Poses, and it's really valued when in India when I go over there to train. So it's a wonderful pose for you physiologically, but also energetically, and it will build your strength and your resilience. So it's considered the Queen of Poses because it has pretty much all of the spinal moves in it. So let's go slowly. So the first thing we do is try and sit on both sit bones and inhale, lengthen through your spine. That's your spinal extension. Now as you exhale, turn towards the straight leg. There's a little twist. And then we're going to fold forward. So when we fold forward, in this case, I want you to take your right hand to the leg first, and then the left hand over the top of that. So that will give you a little bit of a pull through the sides, a little bit of a lateral movement. So we've now got a forward fold and a lateral movement. And then when you're comfortable here, on the inhale, I want you to lift your upper back and your heart. So it's really a little back arch as well as a forward fold. And then drop your chin down a little bit. Imagine you're holding that orange under your chin. So there's a nice straight line between your neck and your spine. And we're going to take 6 really good breaths here. Try and maintain the length in the spine on the inhale, and on the exhale, feeling that little gentle twist and lateral stretch. As time goes on, you might be able to reach forward a little bit more, but don't worry about that now. The exhale, nice and long, finish it off, little pause, then a good inhale. Feel the back and the front and the sides of the lungs with a little pause to follow, and then breathing out. So take your time. When you've done your 6 breaths, on an inhale, I want you to lift your arms up and turn back and down. And then we're going to swap sides. So I'll just scoot over this way a bit. So now the left leg comes out in front and the right goes out at an angle. I can't quite get me all in. Maybe if I move back a little bit more. Not much better. Okay. So sitting up nice and square on your sit bones to start. Make sure you're comfortable. Inhale, both arms up. And then as you're breathing out, turn and drop your left hand down first onto the right knee, and then the right hand comes over the top. So you fold it forward here a little bit from the pelvis. And then once you're comfortable here, take a good inhale and lengthen through your upper back. Lift the heart a little, so your little back arch. And now drop your chin so you're holding the orange. Feel the strength in your spine. And 6 full smooth breaths. Observing that little pause between the inhale and the exhale. Use the inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to ground through your sit bones. Finish the exhale before you start the inhale. And when you're ready, take your time, finish your breaths. Inhale, lift the arms and turn, and arms down. Lovely. So bring your legs together and just give them a little shake. And we're going to do some humming or bead breathing breath. So we're going to do 6 breaths. You might like to bring the cushion back, or if you've got it, maybe just reposition. So I just want your back to be nice and straight and tall. And you can do this with your legs crossed or out in front of you, it doesn't matter, whichever's comfortable for you. So remember, with the bead breathing breath, we can only make sounds on the exhale. So we're going to inhale naturally through both nostrils and fill the lungs front, back and sides to our comfortable maximum. And then after a pause, we'll bring the arms down for the length of our exhale while we're humming. And what tends to happen when we use sound is that the exhale gets longer. So just see how you go and don't push it. When you're making the sound, I want you to make a fairly good sound, like not too quiet. This is about really bringing confidence into your heart as much as anything. So feel the resonance in the chest and feel the resonance in your head. It's a lovely feeling. I imagine myself as a bee in the garden. You mightn't want to go that far. Anyway, as you're ready, good inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Feel the fingertips touch, and as you exhale, when you're ready, inhaling up. Feel the fingers touch. Now you don't have to go with me, just go at your own rate. Last one. So now clasp your fingers together, keep them soft, and have the right thumb on top of the left, and then bring your 2 little fingers together, so it kind of looks like that, and just rest them in your lap. Sit with your back straight, and notice how you're feeling. Notice the strength in your spine, softness in your body. Perhaps a little peace in your head. I want you to recall something that brings you joy. Now it can be a really little thing or a big thing. It might be just sound of the kettle boiling. It might be seeing a beautiful old tree, feeling of the breeze on your face. So many things, just think of one. It can be different every day. And just sit with that for about 4 or 5 breaths, that feeling of lightness and joy. Perhaps bring a small smile to your face. And then relax your hands to your heart. Thank you again for your practice, Ceridwen. And let me know if you have any questions.